does one even do that? Fairfield County sticker and a Hocking County sticker. No. That's no. We can't do that. We ain't allowed to have two counties on one plate. You gotta have one county on one plate. It is impossible to exist in two counties at one time unless you're standing on the line and straddling it. Then you can do it. Then it's okay. Unit 6 is on traffic stop, right? Henry Ocean Union.
Good evening, all my hooligans. How are all of you doing? Please let me know in the chat. Super excited to be here, even though I feel like total crap. No, it is not the woo flu. Okay, I didn't catch the phona. Okay, I didn't catch that fake Rona. just feeling a little under the weather. Okay, it's a little cold here in Michigan. But I really appreciate all of you guys for being here. As always, please hit that like button. The more likes that we get in a short period of time, the more people the algorithm will bring into the chat to come hang out with us. So please take this second right now to hit that like button. If you're new here, please subscribe. Make sure that you hit the bell icon. That way you'll be notified every time we go live. And we try to go live every single day. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't done so already, please take a second to read through the description. There's links and information. I've also posted that I have the legal right to do this, so don't say nothing in my chat about dumb stuff or you will be kicked, because I am in that mood and I will let my hooligans call you out, so please don't do that. Big shout out to everyone for being here. Thank you guys. What's up, Paul? Thanks for showing up, Skywalker. I appreciate you.
Yeah. He's good to go.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
I was waiting on a readback.
Huh? From who? Well, if she...
Hey, what's up, Kentucky woman? Thank you for the advice. I will do my best to do so. T. Lawton, you still can't hit that like button? I wonder what's going on. I'm going to read into that, and the next time we go live, hopefully I got some actual information or at least some conspiracies to try and go off of, because that is strange, and you are definitely not the only one, so I will look into that.
Oh, he's going to Wendy's.
Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? What's up, Deputy Dog? Thanks for being here. Hey, thanks for being here, David. So did any of you guys see all the hate I caught for the last time we were streaming this officer? Did you guys happen to see that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We shut the live down and people were freaking out. I bet people are freaking out right now on his chat. They're probably like, oh my God, this terrible guy with dreadlocks is out there stealing your stuff and yada yada, pumpkin squatta. They were crying hard. Whew, that audience was crying hard, but man, they were standing up for him. He should be proud of his audience. They were writing me in my DMs, telling me I was an asshole. Oh. I ended up writing the officer. I ended up speaking with him on his live chat, and he was totally cool with it. He went and checked out what we were doing. He seen we were a bunch of hooligans. He even mentioned some of the stuff we were saying, like pulling that guy over from Michigan plates and whatnot. It was super entertaining, but he gave us his blessing. He was like, go ahead, you can keep streaming. You're well within your legal rights. And his audience was, oh, I'm sorry. But I knew all along we were able to do this, and it was really cool to get his blessing. So I'm sure his chat's telling him right now, and he's probably telling us how cool we are. So Thank you guys for being here. Let me know what's going on right in the chat. A lot of times, you know what's really crazy? A lot of times we'll have 1,000 people in here and there may only be 40 people writing in the chat. Don't be scared. If you're sitting here, say hello in the chat. All my hooligans are definitely friendly as long as you're not acting like an asshole. Does that sound fair? I think it's fair.
Separate counties. That's a big old no-no. And there was no hold, no activity on this one. Because there's nothing happened. We're all good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So somebody was asking why we have
Bikes and bullets. I believe this officer is live streaming from his cell phone. I think he has like a pop socket dock or whatever, you know, like a hanging thing you can hang on your dashboard and whatever. I think that's how he's live streaming this.
all 400. Why is there 450 people in here? Ohio has a county sticker. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Southern Grits? Thanks for being here.
Back up each other as soon as one. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Newton? What's up, Craig? Hey, thank you so much, Dusk, for the donation. I really appreciate you.
So, if I'm driving around and I hear another officer make a traffic stop, I immediately turn and head that way. It's just what we do.
I'm sorry, everyone. I am not able to show the big, scary, black pew, pew, pew thing, right? I don't even know if I could say it the way YouTube censored me last time, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, that little thing that really is a big symbol for your Second Amendment. If I put that on the screen, who knows if I'll ever see you again. So I'm watching on my second monitor. The best we could do is listen to it as long as he is showing himself. I will try and do something about it during the live stream if he does it a lot. I don't want you guys just stuck looking at my face, although some of you really enjoy it and I really appreciate it. I'm sure most of you are here to see what's going on. So I'm going to do my best to try and work something out, but until he flips that camera around, this is what we're working with right here.
To back him up instead of just sitting in a hole somewhere, and then you have to get there quickly when they call for backup. So that's just how we do it. I mean, that's how cops roll. They say cops are like a pack of wolves or something because they always travel in packs. There is some truth to that, at least at this department. If Young Master Gang, the guy next to me, if he does a traffic stop and I don't head that way and something happens and he ends up getting injured, then I'm gonna eat that the rest of my life, knowing that I could have at least gone and tried to help. So, you know, it just is what it is. If you're a type of person that views that as overkill, then view it as overkill.
What do you mean, Stubbs? I see your question here. You want me to ask YouTube if it's allowed since it's an officer? You mean showing his little pew-pew stick? YouTube doesn't care. They don't care. They don't care that we have the rights. They don't care that we're well within our legal rights to do it, and they don't care that that's a cop that has it. They just don't care. They don't care. You know, I'm at the point where if you're playing like Call of Duty and there's a gun on the ground and you go look at the ground, are they going to take your video down? If your graphics card is badass enough, are they going to take it down? I really question, you know, the way that they're processing everything. You know, honestly, I think they're going to keep censoring people until they implode, until they just simply hang themselves. Make sure you go into my description and follow me on D Live, just in case that does happen. Because if it don't work out here, we're going to D Live, because their stuff is pretty cool over there. So make sure you go in the description and check that out.
To be renewed, nothing comes in the mail anymore? What? Do whatever you gotta do. I'll go home. Jason, how many more years will you be a police officer?
Hey, what's up, James? Thanks for being here.
I haven't made my decision yet.
Well, yeah, Kath, we are mad at YouTube. We're real mad at YouTube. They just censored us. It's not a joke. It's not a conspiracy. I spoke with them directly. I know other YouTubers and live streamers who were going through the same exact thing. And when we compared notes and screenshots, we found out it was the same exact person in customer service sending us all the same exact message, which was, I don't know why your account doesn't work. That's weird. Now, for $1 billion company, you would think they would figure that out, but they didn't. And then all of a sudden, the Senate started really grilling Facebook and Twitter. I made a bunch of posts about it. I let a bunch of other people know. We all made a big fuss. Next thing you know, we were able to go live. That night, the terms and conditions had changed. The next day, Facebook and Twitter's terms of conditions have changed. And this morning, Instagram's terms of conditions have changed. So, something's going on. It's not conspiracy. It's real. And that's all there is to it.
I said, come here. No, I'm not even looking for it. Like, yeah, I know. I'm not even looking. I don't. It is what it is. That one night, this guy right here at Wendy's, he got into a fight right there with a guy.
Joshua, is Parler like, is it like Instagram? A couple people have told me to get on Parler, but I don't know what it is. I'll have to make an account. I got a BitChute account, a DLive account, a Rumble account. I mean, I'm making all kinds of different accounts just in case YouTube tries to close the door on us again. Yeah, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram and all that kind of stuff, please go in the description and click the links. Follow me. We're going to keep this rolling. I am very dedicated to live streaming full time. So please follow me because we're going to keep it going, even if we can't stay here on YouTube.
Back at me, and I was like, I'm still here. You know, and he's like, he like trucks it harder. And I was...
Paul, I would go on Howard Stern, but I'm definitely not big enough for him to bring me on there. Man, that would actually be really cool. But nah, I'm definitely not big enough for him to invite me on the show.
And I'm like, I'll see you later. You know, I was just laughing at him because I ain't jumping in that water. And he popped up the other side of the river and ran up that hill to the church, that big hill. And I knew who it was, so I ended up just charging him.
Oh, Detroit Microsound. Oh, I don't do any real work, and this isn't journalism. Then why are you on my channel? You think what are you here for? You must think I'm cute. You must think I'm real cute. And you're here in Michigan too, since you got Detroit in your name. You want to come see me, baby? Huh? You want to be my friend? That must be what you're here for. You must think I'm real cute. Sorry, son, it ain't that sweet. You go ahead, keep speaking up, and watch what happened to you.
Guy, was it 3 years ago? He was running from me across that field behind Elm Court. And he's running, and I'm just trucking behind him. And he did the same thing. He looks back over his shoulders. I was like, I'm still here. He keeps running, and he runs into the woods, and he stops. The sound inside the woods stops, so I just stopped before entering the woods, and then just got down and waited. And that's that one when you can hear him breathing. I could hear him breathing, but I didn't want to walk into the woods because he could come up from behind me from one of the trees. So I just waited for Eli, and Eli comes over. That's that guy that, you know, once Eli got close by, then I went in. And that's the guy that I ended up tasering that was yelling and screaming at me the whole time. It was funny.
Hey, thanks for being here, Martin.
Turn your headlights off so you're not blinding that guy. He's trying to get out. There you go, buddy. Well played. There, we give you some so we won't blind you. Yeah, but he's trying to get out on the road. We're not. How old am I? I'm 49 years old. Huh? Why is there 400 people in here? Only time. What's the difference between police?
Dang, Detroit Microsound, you crying. You crying. Just go on if you're going to cry. I don't want to make a spectacle of it. Wipe your face off. You look ridiculous. What is up, Bipolar Bear? Welcome to tonight's live. The reason y'all are staring at me is because the officer has the camera turned around. We are not able to put his pew pew stick on the screen or else they will censor us again. Sorry, it's super ridiculous. It's not my fault. We would be watching just terrible, nasty shit all day if they would let us do it, but they don't. So, you just gotta bear with me for a second here. I am gonna do something about that. That way the next time he flips the camera around and stuff, we won't have to go black screen.
Before you leave my beloved city. Alright, good. You didn't run. Well played. I don't like when people run from me. I'm not in the chasing mood. 6 is on the TS. And take down legs. Henry John X-ray 8573. Henry John X-ray 8573. I'm going to be at Gacamacker Park.
Hey, what's up, Stormy? Detroit Crybaby. I'll cut you out of the chat right now. Say one more thing. Write one more thing in my chat. Test me. You're stupid for a Michigander. You think I won't do it? I live in Michigan. Come on now. Come on, dummy. Just go ahead and speak up. All right, everybody, say goodbye to Detroit Crybaby. He's on his way to go wipe his face. Oh no, he didn't make it into timeout. He got enough verbal warnings. He's banned. He can't even see what's going on. He's just not included. You know, he wasn't a real hooligan at heart. I could tell when he got here. Nah, we'll just cut off the dead weight. We don't need him. What's up, HDMC? Hey, thanks for being here, Gang of Four. He said he was a fooligan. Look at that fake hooligan trying to weasel his way in our chat. Come on now, we know better than that. Well, thankfully you didn't have to do that, Southern Grits. What's up, Tango? Thanks for joining the live. That's awesome. I'm glad you're here. Hey, thanks for being here, Big Red. That's interesting, Craig. I didn't even know that BLM was all tented up in Portland. It's got to be cold. Doesn't it get cold in Portland? It's got to be cold to be sleeping in a tent. Strange. That's a good idea, Metal Orange. I've actually been considering coming up with some sound effects and stuff because I do sound design and stuff, and I guess I've just been lazy. But I was thinking about putting together some sound effects, maybe getting one of my controllers out here from my studio, and being able to, hit the buttons and whatnot. Maybe have a crowd cheer every time someone donates. Maybe have some screaming or hollering whenever somebody says something funny. I got a couple ideas. We might have to do something like that, but definitely a good idea.
Middle 4 for my video.
Hey, thanks for being here, Snooks.
Okay, sometimes you'll get a car stopped and the car or the person will come back with a warrant, or the car will come back as a stolen vehicle. And when that happens, before everybody freaks out, okay, you need to check the VIN number of the vehicle. Because a lot of times it'll come back as stolen, but the only reason it comes back as stolen is because the VIN number is like one number off of a vehicle that actually is stolen, which is what happened in that case. That lady was the owner of the car, but somebody else has a vehicle that has the same exact VIN number as hers, just a number off, and that vehicle is stolen. So we had to confirm the VIN number to make sure that it in fact was not a stolen vehicle.
Yeah, Crystal Blue, this is the singing cop. He's actually really cool. I know we like to have fun here, and we're kind of giving him some shit the other night, but he's actually really cool. Because I had to talk to him from that situation from the other night, just because I wanted to straighten stuff out. What's really interesting is that his chat told him that we were live streaming him, but they put him under the impression that we were, I don't want to say it in a legal situation, but basically like we were accepting money on his behalf. Like they made him believe that we were receiving donations to give to the department, but we weren't going to give it to the department. Like we were stealing his live, basically. And so he shut it down, and they were going to investigate what we were doing here, because potentially it could have been a crime. And I thought that was ridiculous. You're not going to send no cops to my house because of this stuff. Like, come on now. So I reached out to him. And by the time I talked to him during his second live, he had already seen what we were doing. He totally approved of it and gave us his blessing to continue strolling. So that's why we're back, got him back on the screen. He's actually really cool. He acknowledged that I'm well within my rights to do this and that he's totally cool with it. So I was like, yeah. This chat is rough, though. This chat is rough. They were calling me an asshole and all this other stuff. It's like, come on now. I don't need more hate. It's terrible. It's terrible.
They have to assume for the moment that person is wanted. All right? So you'll have an officer that comes up and they're a little bit nervous, on edge, and the person who's driving knows they've never done anything wrong. Okay, so they're immediately mad at the situation and they start being rude, blah blah, and then both of them start being rude, when in fact this officer,
hey, what's up, the Greek,
believes this person has a warrant. Now the officer is going to try to put this person in cuffs quickly while the dispatcher is trying to confirm that this person actually has a warrant. Now, in that time frame, things can go south really quickly, okay? If the person just accepts the fact
what is Sozeman? T. Lawton, what is that?
To be a mistake, and they turn around and put their hands behind their back, the officer cuffs them for officer safety, puts them in the back of the cruiser, and then they politely discuss and wait for dispatch to come back with information, they will confirm that the warrant is not for the person in the back seat. And the officer will uncuff that person, release them, and say, look, I'm sorry, this is what happened. Somebody else has used your social security number as an alias, and that person has several warrants out for their arrest. That happens quite a bit, okay? I've had that happen to me quite a bit, where you pull somebody over and they are none the wiser that their information has been stolen and has been used in many different states to commit frauds. So here comes this innocent person who's never done anything wrong in the world.
Craig, you love that hooker video, don't you? I should put that on my Instagram. I think people would really enjoy that. We're gonna end up showing that for Christmas and Thanksgiving, I think. I would like to put a bunch of clips together that are hilarious for the holidays. I don't know if I'll be able to. I got like 400 live streams to go through that are all 4 hours or longer, that I would have to cut stuff out of, but your guys are definitely worth it. So we'll see what I can come up with.
They wait and they're patient. And then it all gets squared away, and then they're released with a big old, hey, look, I'm sorry, but
a little bit, Mr. Tix.
Your credit card companies, you need to contact these people, and you need to file a report that your identity has been stolen. And then they no longer, once that happens, there's a note that's put onto their record that says confirm identity before arrest. Okay, then now the officer, because it's still going to come up that person has a warrant whenever they're checked, but there will be a note that says check identity. Then the officer's going to take it a little bit differently. Okay, so there's some information for you that, you know, a lot of from our side of it, that's sometimes how it happens. And just like that car coming back stolen, but I didn't yank her out of the car and go all hog wild. I checked on it first. So just because cuffs go on don't mean you're going to jail. That's correct. That is correct. I have handcuffed many people for officer safety and put them in my car until we worked out the situation. And then once the situation was worked out and everybody was talking calmly, we got everything squared away, you release them, you're like, hey man, this is what happened.
Goodness, I hope they didn't. I hope they don't take me down for that stupid stuff right there. That's so stupid. Hopefully it wasn't obvious what was going on the screen.
I understand. Sorry, man. And, you know, you're like, I'm sorry too. It sort of sucks. But it does happen. And it happens quite a bit, honestly. A lot of times you'll run a tag and it'll come back as a stolen vehicle.
No, Donald, I don't have Snapchat. I don't like Snapchat. I don't know why. I just don't like it. I feel like it's the Craigslist of social media. Like, it's janky. It works janky on my phone. Like, the filters are cool. Everything else sucks about it. You know, sometimes people write me and I read it and I'm in the middle of something. I'm live streaming, right? I'm doing something and I go to write them back. I don't remember what they said. Like, it might as well just be a dating app for cheating on your spouse. That's really all it is. It's nonsense.
For some reason, this car's coming back stolen, and she's like, oh, this is my car. This is not a stolen car. You know, I was like, okay. I said, we'll work through this. I said, you have your registration. I can check the VIN numbers and make sure. She gave it to me, and we checked it 4 times, and sure enough, we figured out what it was, and off she goes into the wild blue yonder. I'm not trying to solicit, I promise. I'm just trying to raise money for you. Yeah, you're not allowed to ask for money on this. Do not use this live stream to ask money or raise money for anything. That's a huge no-no. This live stream is free, and it's not for anybody to post anything about raising money. if you want to do something about money, do it on your own. Don't put it on our page. We'll delete it, and if you do it again, we'll end up banning you so you can't watch the live stream. We do not want people exchanging money and using this live stream as a platform to do that. Because then, if something goes south, somebody donates $100 to somebody on the live stream, and then find out they actually
Who is that, Paul?
thinking we're going to do something, and we're not. We're not the world police, okay? Just because you give money to somebody who's on this stream asking for money does not mean that it's in our jurisdiction. So don't do it, please. What does a security guard do? What is the difference between a security guard and a police officer? Well,
Hey, thank you so much, Rock Raw, for joining the membership program. You're officially a hooligan.
security guards don't go to domestic violence calls. A security guard makes sure that the property of another is secure and safe and nobody's stealing stuff.
Are you asking me, the real Zooch, I think your name is? Are you asking if I accept cryptocurrency? At this time, I don't. I'm trying to work it out so I can, because people keep asking me. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I'm trying to work it out.
Do you ever order people out of the car for a stole?
Well, Germ, I can't live stream riots if there ain't no riots going on, but if you've been hearing about the recount, I assume it'll be tomorrow or, maybe Monday. Because they're about to switch who's the president-elect over, and there's gonna be a lot of upset protesters and just upset people in general. But they shouldn't have tried to be fraudulent with how the election went.
Usually as a felony stop, because it's happening in real time that way. Logan police have Amber Alerts. Every police department has Amber Alerts. That's a nationwide thing. How do you feel about bounty hunters? Are they a bother to you? No, I could care less. Everybody's got a job to do. Some people want to be bounty hunters.
What do you mean, Charlie? I haven't taken sides. It's not about taking sides. Did you not see the old mayor, I guess he is, who's now Trump's attorney, speaking about how they've proven that it's fraudulent, that there is a bunch of, substantial evidence saying that it is fraudulent and that they have found false votes and stuff like that. Like, it's not picking sides. It's fact. Go look it up. Like, I'm not picking sides, right? That's like me saying that Trump is the president. That doesn't make me pick sides. He's the president. Go look it up. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
We need to do a PFC cookbook.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah. Go ahead and buy weed here. It is a legal, weed legal state and whatnot. But we're in a lockdown. We just went in a lockdown Wednesday. Like, you probably can't even, like, the dispensaries are probably closed and stuff. I don't go to a dispensary, so honestly I don't know, but I'm not going to pay the prices that they want. So we're in a lockdown right now. It just started Wednesday again. It's supposed to be momentarily. Like they've been saying all year. I don't know, it doesn't bother me. I got to be home to live stream anyways.
EPDs. Well, I don't know what that is, so I don't know. Jason, we have 6 again. Here, the violence against police is going too far. Any violence against police is going too far. When a motorist doesn't pull over, how?
Yeah, you like that, John? It's only for 3 weeks. It's only for 3 weeks. A couple months. Oh, you know what? We got to extend it. Oh, you guys got together for Thanksgiving? Oh, that's terrible. Look at all the sick people. Guess Christmas is canceled. Come on now. Come on now. Just scare everybody. I think the vice president was on the TV today, live, talking about all the dangers of the coronavirus and this, that, and the other. I didn't watch the rest of it because, well, I just didn't want to hear about it. I'm already in lockdown. What else is there to do? Come in and remove me from my house and put me in a FEMA camp or something? Well, I'll be here on the live.
Have y'all ever had figgy pudding? No, not that I know. Officer. Nice try. I have talked to Tony about going out there for a while. He's busy right there. Raphael, hi. We lost a sergeant in Houston. I have no idea, Steve. Emotional distressed person. How do you handle emotionally distressed person? You can't answer that question.
That's a loaded question, isn't it?
Questions like that you can't answer, okay? Because there's so many different situations you could be in with an emotionally distressed person.
Hey, thank you so much, Jody Love, for joining the membership program. You're officially a hooligan.
You could deal with an emotionally depressed person who just lost their child and they have a warrant and you're supposed to arrest them. That's one scenario. That could go south. You can deal with an emotionally distressed person because their mom just died and they got 15 warrants and they just had their leg.
Yeah, Peter, I would, but I can't where I live. I'm not able to. I'm within a school zone. I got schools all around me. So I'm not able to until I can move. You know, once I'm a full-time live streamer, you know, then maybe I can afford to move, and maybe we'll do some videos on that, show you guys what's up. I know a lot about that stuff.
Really all you can do. Yeah. But you can't really answer. That's one of those questions that you just can't give a solid, this is what you do. Because there's so many different things you can say on that. Alright, I'm going to start rolling around again. I've answered a lot of questions, and we've talked.
Yeah, Matt, I would like to open a dispensary, but, you know, for that $10,000 permit you have to apply for, I think I would just go straight for growing. I don't think that I would want the dispensary, because I kind of got a green thumb. You know, I like being around plants and stuff. That sounds weird as hell, but that's the deal. You know, people come walking in, they see a face like mine. I'm not real good with customer service. That might be surprising, but I'm not.
Tinkering on things.
Hey, what's up, status quo?
Alright, let's drive around.
I wish you guys could hear how loud it is on my end. About jumped out of my skin when that sound started. All that music, that moaning or whatever they were doing. I felt my soul leave my body. That's awesome, JNL. Oh, do we got people crying in the chat? Is there people crying in the chat, hooligans? Call them out. I see commotion in the chat. Especially from somebody like, nah, come on now. We got we got a fake attorney in the chat. Definitely Deputy Dog, always. Mo, you can't tell me to look something up and then say, I dare you. Okay, that's not how you're going to get me to look anything up. Do I look like a risk taker? Okay, I'm not looking stuff up. I was just censored on YouTube. Like, I'm not going to look up weird stuff on my phone. Come on now. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Status Quo. Hey, what's up, Captain Deplorable? Thanks for being here. Alright, everyone, we got about 300 people in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button. The more likes that we get in a short period of time, the more people the algorithm will bring into the chat to come hang out with us and see what's going on. If you haven't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. You hit the bell icon. That way you'll be notified every time we go live. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, what's up, Rick? Hey, I really appreciate you for being here, Michael. You're awesome. As far as I know, the Parler version of YouTube is D Live, and I have the link to my D Live in the description. Make sure all of you guys go follow it, because if something happens here, that's where we're going to be live streaming. We're going to keep streaming on Twitch, but we'll be streaming on D Live as well whenever they decide to kick us off YouTube or, do any more goofy stuff to us. That's what'll happen. So make sure you follow me on D Live, because when I'm gone, I'm gone. They're not going to let me come back and reach out to you guys. They were just censoring my post. I didn't even know they did that. I was writing posts, and to me, I could read the post in the updates that I've been giving you guys on what's happening with the account. But then when I realized that if I clicked on it to read the comments and stuff, it said this post is no longer available. So they were making it seem like it was there so I wouldn't mess with it. But in reality, none of you guys would even see it. So if I'm gone, I'm gone. You're not following me on Instagram. You're not in my Discord. You're not following me on D Live, and you're not on my Twitch. I'll just be gone, and you guys will be missing a king. So please follow all my links just in case. Hey, thanks for being here, Stacks Beats. Holly, go read the description. Okay. Streaming somebody else's live would be me and all the stuff you see on the screen that is very obviously not a part of the live. None of that would be there. Okay. But we're not still in the live. The reason you hear my voice right now is because I'm giving commentary on the live. Okay. We're learning what's going on. We're learning about police. And this guy's actually a pretty cool cop. So shut the hell up and go read the description. Yeah, Dawnbreak. I would think so. I guess, if I had his job and it was to basically sit around and wait for bad guys or, whatever. Yeah, I'd probably live stream too. And I'd probably sing too. And I probably don't sing as good as you guys think I do for a professional music producer and audio engineer, but that's probably what I would do as well. You think Holly's reading the description right now, or they just leave? I don't want to say him or her, because they could be a they or a toaster or something, so I don't know. I'm not going to assume their gender. Hopefully they can read, though. Yeah, Peter, he was actually explaining his body cam and his cruiser cam, because that's not what this is. What we're looking at right now is not the camera from his cruiser. I believe it's a cell phone on a dock. But yeah, he was actually explaining. He gives a lot of information. I mean, if you were studying the police for real, he gives a lot of information. And he basically said that he's totally fine live streaming and keeping his cameras on and stuff like that because he's been an officer for like 26 years and he doesn't feel like, he's doing anything wrong. Well, he doesn't feel like he doesn't do anything wrong on purpose, right? Let's say it like that. I guess all humans mess up from time to time, and I know you guys are real critical on the words that come out of my face. So, you know what I mean? He believes that he's doing the right thing so much that he has no conscience about being on camera and live and expressing his job and stuff, and it's cool. Oh, damn. Bill Clinton entered the chat? Oh, damn. Yeah, Amber, I know. Adam, don't say that stuff. I've never been no Marine or nothing like that. I'm not military. Do I look like military? I look like Lieutenant Dan. That's what people have been saying. But no, I'm not no Marine, or I'm not involved in the military or nothing like that. Nope. Ain't no stolen valor here. Snooks, I'm not feisty. I don't feel good, okay? I took my sick day yesterday, and that was all the vacation time I had left here on the live stream. I had to go live again. Okay, I'm supposed to go live every day, so it doesn't matter that I got a fever right now. Don't catch the Rona, guys. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm a little hot-headed. Just a little hot-headed today. Sorry. What is that, Bipolar Bear? No, not tonight. Not tonight. I'm not eating no crayons tonight. You know, the red ones are my favorite. They taste the best. Oh, here we go. How old is Jeff Mack? Let's hear it in the chat. How old do you think I am? I know most of you know by now because we go through this from time to time. I feel like once a week we go through this. How old do you guys think I am? Rock Rawl, was she supposed to get impeached today? I know they started the impeachment process, but the news isn't covering it. They're not talking about it at all. Man, I must be looking old. I remember when I used to ask this question, people would be like, you look 12, 18, maybe 22. 77? God, I look good for 77. I'd be proud I look like this at 77. Y'all be mad. They'd be like, man, how you get that girl? What you talking about? I'm 77. You know how wise I am? I am 31. I am 31 until March. So yes, a lot of you got it right. A lot of you got it right. 69? Not yet. Not yet. Okay. No, I'm 31. Hey, thank you so much, Mr. Tix. I really appreciate the donation and all the support. You're awesome. If I was a horse, I'd be toast already. You mean glue? Hey, thanks for being here, Stormy. Well, Michaela, because I can't stream this dead. I mean, does that make sense? I'm streaming this live because I wouldn't be able to do it if I was dead. If you don't understand, just read the description. It's in the description. Guess my sign. Here we go. What's my zodiac sign? And y'all already know my birthday's in March, so you start saying goofy stuff, I'm gonna be like, come on now. I think only the girls are gonna comment. I don't think dudes are gonna be like, yo, sign, I don't know. Stop sign, yield sign, I don't know. Yeah, most of you got it right. I'm a Pisces. So, you know, that means I'm super sensitive and over emotional and I don't know, a big old crybaby. I hate reading my horoscope because it's never good news. It's never good news. They're always like, you're going to spend a lot of time crying today. But it's okay because people really like you and you just need time to realize it. I don't need advice like that. They tell me all the time in the chat. What you mean? Yeah, it's the fish one. Brian C., do not say that stuff, okay? I'm live right now. You're gonna hear a knock at the door, and Men in Black's gonna walk in. Just gonna disappear. What do you mean wash my hair? Why would I do that? I like it crusty and crunchy. Yeah, if it doesn't smell like my backside, I'm not with it. I don't know what you're talking about. Come on now. Jeez, am I Rastafarian? If you knew anything about Rastafarian, you wouldn't even... Ignorant people, my goodness. Go read a book. What's up, Michael T? It really disappoints me that you guys come on here and you're like, what? There's no riots? I can't make them riot. I just when there's riots, they'll be on the screen, okay? I'm sorry. I can't provide you with riots. Cruising with a cop, it's kind of cool. It's all right. There'll be riots soon, I'm sure. If you've been looking at the recount and stuff, then tomorrow, maybe Monday. Nah, I don't know. We'll see. George, you say that again and I will ban you. I don't know if you're just ignorant and repeating what other people say, but that is a racist statement. I see anybody else say that, you're not getting a warning, you're getting kicked. That's all there is to it. Don't be racist in my chat. Don't threaten the other hooligans. Don't start problems. Definitely don't say my name if you're going to say something foolish, because I'm not in the mood today. Rock Raw, I can take a look, take a gander, see if we got some protests or riots or standoff somewhere. The other night, they were like really getting down in Bangkok, but by the time we got done watching whatever we were watching, it was settling down. It's really crazy how the whole world is like protesting and stuff right now. It's nuts. I love it when people get in my chat, they say something racist. I say something to them and they're like, me? No. Yeah, idiot, go read your stuff. That's racist. You say that again, it'll be the last time you say it. Here, son. Aw, good job. Good job, you idiot. All right, I'll check that out, Mo. I Am George is no longer here. Unless you see somebody in track pants running down the street, don't you dare say jogger in my damn chat. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you go ahead and Google that. When I started doing this, there was a lot of phrases I didn't know, okay? And that was one of them. And I let it slide for a real long time because I thought people were being funny because we were watching rioters who were scattering every time they were hit with a flashbang. And I didn't think nothing of it. Google that. Anybody that says stuff like that, you deserve to eat shit and die, and that's it. That's all there is to it. I don't like racists. There's no reason to hate people for their skin color. I mean, I don't like being arrested, but that doesn't mean I hate cops, right? Does that make sense? Right? It's not all the cops' fault if one cop arrests me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just have too much compassion for humans. I don't know.
Beef is good.
Hey, what's up, Flax? What do you mean, Paul, in my background? Because my colors are blue, black, and white, right? It's on the screen. That's my jam. It doesn't represent anything other than stuff I like. There's no deeper meaning and no reason for anybody to get offended or upset or any of that. It's just because I like it. Oh, Paul, this ain't my studio. I'm actually in my living room. Honestly, this is I'm on my TV that I watch as I pass out right now. No, my studio's in the other room. I assume we will probably be in there making music from time to time, maybe like earlier in the day. We'll go in there and do some live streaming, making some music, maybe some Q&As. But my cameras, the camera I'm using right now, so you guys can see me, it does not work on my MacBook that's in the other room. So I had to go buy a separate webcam that supposedly is the same quality, but sure as hell isn't. So I'm all blurry and I have tracers. I don't know how to explain tracers. If you either know what it is or you don't. But either way, if I was to like move my hand like this, it would be like, and it looks ridiculous. So that's why we're not in there right now.
Wood. A lot of wood could that woodchuck chuck if it could chuck wood. Jason's a police officer, not a lawyer. He doesn't know all the laws. Well, lawyers don't know all the laws either. Here's the thing. Was somebody asking a question about a law? What was the question? What was a good question? What's the question? Jason's a police officer. You don't know how much would? Okay, I got that one for you. When you're having your son, I don't know. I don't see a question. Have you seen? No, I haven't seen any coronas out. No, he said on here the other day is good. Jason is a lily looks. Oh, I saw that. She looks at the flag. I don't know what question you guys are asking. So much as a woodchuck could chuck. Very few lawyers know copyright law, to be honest. Copyright's really easy for me. If you're not making any money off of it, then you're good. But if you're making a profit off of somebody else's intellectual property, then you have to give them a cut or you're in violation of a copyright law. But, say me playing this music on my live stream, there is no copyright violation, even though Facebook says so. And the reason there is no copyright violation, number one.
Paul, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is actually my favorite microphone. It's a MXL 990, and it's literally like $100 on Musician's Friend. I didn't buy it because it was cheap. I bought it because it had really good reviews at the time. I've owned this mic for over a decade now. It was my first microphone. I went through a lot of reviews and stuff like that and looked it up. I own a $1,000 microphone, and then I own two $500 microphones, and this is still my favorite. That's why when I set all this up, I chose this one. It has the warmest sound, and it's not just to me because there's plenty of people in the chat that have mentioned it. Yeah, that's what this mic is.
Released of all claims because there's no copyright violation. Let's see here. If I got pulled over without license for a second time, would I go to jail? Well, I can't answer that question for.
I'll have to sometime, Paul.
Each police officer is his own person. And if I stop somebody and I am permitted to use officer discretion, then pretty much.
Ghost Rider, are you talking about the officer? Is the officer following us? I don't think he subscribed to the channel, but he's aware that we're live streaming him. I mean, maybe not today. He might not be aware that we're doing it right now, but he's aware that it's happening. He actually gave me his blessing on it. He said I was perfectly fine to keep streaming him and stuff. So yeah.
Liar, just like any other human, we're not really going to accept that, and you'll end up probably getting a ticket just so that you can go to court and I can prove that I wasn't lying to you. See how that works? Because
hey, I'm doing good, Lee. How are you?
understand this, but why would I stop somebody if they weren't doing what I saw them do? Why wouldn't I just let them drive on? What would I get? What would I benefit from pulling somebody over who hasn't broken a law? What would I benefit from? Anybody got any idea?
Hey, thanks for being here, Snooks.
Are they telling Ohio cops to bust people for curfew? I have not heard a single word about the curfew from anybody. Nada. That's correct, Elizabeth. I would get nothing. So to pull over somebody who didn't do anything wrong, okay, that would mean...
Bipolar Bear, I was detained trying to enter Canada, and a lot of people... Karen, as soon as I'm done talking, you're getting banned, you idiot. Yeah, I was detained going into Canada because of my previous criminal history. It's not that bad, but I have something on my record that's a ticket because it's not a big deal. But when I went across the border, they said over there, that charge is a 10-year felony. And so I was unable to enter Canada, and they told me that I was never allowed to attempt to enter the country again. And then later on, I've been told that I would never be able to enter Australia either, because Australia, the UK, and Canada are the hardest countries to get into if you're already in the US. Because obviously the US is the hardest to get into, especially right now. But yeah, can't go to Canada. I don't think I can go to Australia or the UK without a pardon directly from the governor. And I don't think that's going to happen.
Blah, 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 blah. And then that officer's going to pull the magic catch-all out from his mouth and say something. And this is the thing that's going to get you arrested. He's going to say, please step out of the car. And you're not going to get out of the car. Because most people, when they get into that argumentative stage with the officer, the IQ level tends to drop a little bit.
Karen's gone, guys. Don't worry about saying anything to Karen. I'm through with it. I'm through with it. People aren't getting warnings anymore for the rest of the night. They come in, they act crazy, they're getting kicked.
Have to get out. That is a lawful order. Any officer on any traffic stop can ask anybody.
Yeah, I probably couldn't get into New Zealand either.
If you don't, he's going to order you out. He's going to say, I'm telling you to get out. That's an order. And then when you don't, then you have committed an M1.
What do you mean, a haunted show? You mean where people take those like radio boxes and they go into like abandoned buildings and stuff and they scan through it or whatever and try and get voices of ghosts? Is that what you're saying? And I don't mean to sound condescending if that's how I sound.
Checkmate. And the checkmate is, please get out of the car. That's... So you need to do some research on that, because that is and most of those YouTube videos, if you watch them, you have to pull them over to meet your quota. Yeah, quota.
Yeah, Metal Orange. I could probably get into Canada if I went to Alaska, but the problem is I would have to fly to Alaska without going over the country of Canada. So being in Michigan, I would like have to go to California and then fly again from California to Alaska. And that's the only way I would be able to legally go there. And even then, I don't want to go to Canada that bad.
Get stopped. And then they get arrested and they're wondering, hey, wait a minute, you ain't allowed to do that. And then when it goes to court and the judge goes, nah, you're wrong. Well, it's too late at that point in time.
No, statute of limitations is not really in effect for my situation. I have two misdemeanors. I have a misdemeanor and I have a ticket. And together, they're both each a felony in Canada. That's why I'm never allowed to attempt to enter again. Because, I thought the same thing. I actually know a lot about legal stuff. Between being in school for music production and stuff like that, learning copyrights, which is why I know I can legally do this, and two, being arrested so many times, you'll learn a lot of stuff about court. Now, statute of limitations is not going to let me go to those countries. I can leave the country. I don't have felonies, but I just can't go to those places.
Guys, I know this is boring, but really, this is a boring night.
Oh, that's awesome, Jody. Another Michigander.
And I can challenge y'all to pull up a video like that. What is this? Jason, is it true that if you write...
Yeah, that's what I heard, Peter. Yeah, I think they can drink at 19 over there. Yeah, and I've heard their smoke is like pretty good. Yeah, I've heard good things about Canada. I know people in Canada. Like, I know Canadians and stuff. And they're cool once you get all this goofiness out of the way. A lot of Canadians think that Americans are obese. I had this friend that's Canadian, and when she came over here, we went to the beach. I live near the beach, and we went there, and she was blown away. And I'm like, what are you looking at? She's like, well, I thought everybody here was going to be like severely overweight. I was like, why do you think that? She's like, because you guys have so much fast food and stuff. Little goofy stuff like that. She also told me that she didn't think that we had ketchup. I thought that was really interesting. Yeah, Nah, Canadians are pretty cool.
To an officer, and therefore the officer has the right to ID the person, no matter who it is in the car. You'll have to look that up because, of course, like I said, different states have different rulings. But
yeah, you're right. Hey, man. Their currency is different. That's why things are more expensive in Canada, is because their currency is 30% less than ours in value, I think it is. So I don't believe I said that right, but basically, like, one of our dollars is $1.30 to them, and so, like, their minimum wage is like $14 an hour. Like, they, lots of stuff. I don't want to sit here and keep talking about Canada, but yeah, there's lots of differences between us, but not as far as people. We're not that different. They're just basically northern Michigan. That's how I feel about it. They're just northern Michigan above the UP. They're a bunch of Michiganders 2.0 or something. That's what it feels like anyways.
Speaking of a passenger in the car for IDs, the passengers need to give them up. But you need to do your research of, in your own.
Nobody said you were, Rachel.
That. Worry about my 8-year-old daughter. She have mild asthma. For what? What is going to do COVID? I'm in the UK, so it's different. The driver responsible for. Yeah, the driver's responsible for everything in the car in the States as well, if nobody owns up to what's in the car. We have to respect the officers. Because I think COVID is high risk between 10 p.m. Yeah, the corona comes out after 10. The passenger does not have to ID in Texas. When it comes,
Hey, thank you so much, William, for the donation. I really appreciate you.
you want that you feel would save your life, there's things you gotta follow. Brian, listen. In a life and death situation, you have a half a second to decide what you're going to do. Okay? So when you're talking about the steps you have to follow, at the very time that I think my life is in danger, you have milliseconds to respond. Okay? You're not going up any chain. When you reach that...
That's awesome, Native Indian. I appreciate you being here.
Then you need to take care of the problem, or you're going home in a pine box. At this department, up until our policies were changed recently, we had a use of force policy that said if an officer's life is in danger, or if the officer fears another person's life is in danger, the officer is authorized to use anything and everything in his reach, up to and including a frozen turkey, to neutralize the situation. So what our chief was saying at the time was,
Yeah, you're right, Mo. You're right.
then use a chicken bone. Nothing is worse than somebody who has never been in a life or death situation writing policies for people who end up in life and death situations. That is a dangerous animal right there. People who have never been a police officer trying to dictate how a police officer should do his job. Still not a very intelligent thing. I still believe wholeheartedly that any lawmaker who's writing laws about how...
Hey, thanks for being here, Alex.
I think they should have to ride with police officers for a minimum of 2 months.
I wouldn't worry about it, Tallman. It doesn't sound like we're going to have to worry about those kind of things.
And write laws that have to do with policing. Because so many people's minds change when you put them into some of the scenarios that we get into. And they're like, oh, okay, I understand now. That happened.
Really, Paul? I didn't see anyone respond to that. One more time. You guys think I should go out there and check out haunted houses and stuff? I don't know if I could even do that stuff. Mess around and get arrested on the live stream for trespassing. I don't think there's any ghosts in my house, and that might be as far as I'm willing to venture during the lockdown. Who does Script Monkey Productions? Nobody can see your comment but me, so go ahead. Who you talking about?
Down by Killarney's green woods that we stray. When the moon and the stars, they were shining.
Icewater, I'm not afraid of the dark. I am the dark. I'm Batman.
For she be my love forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows.
That's funny. What if we watched I think there might actually be people live right now that are doing that very thing. They're in, some abandoned building of some sort. I don't know if they had a scanner box, but they had some sort of sensor or light or something. I mean, we could probably check that stuff out if you guys wanted to see that. I always try to keep it kind of political related just because that's, the protests and all that stuff going on is how most of you found me. So I didn't want to just start sticking random stuff on the screen because you guys probably wouldn't want to watch it. I mean, look, there's only 250 of us in here. Prior to being censored, we would have 3,000 people in here. And so I don't know if it has to do with the censor or if it has to do with the fact that we're watching a cop car and not a riot. Like if you look in the chat, we've had 4 or 5 people show up now and go, oh, there's no riot? No, I can't make people riot. I can just show what people are doing and we can talk about it. That's what we got. I've had a couple people say that to do ASMR, I don't know if I would do it live. I don't know that much about ASMR. It just reminds me of like my kid chewing her food with her mouth open kind of stuff and just want to be like, shut up and eat that. To me it's just annoying sounds. I'd look into it. Maybe I'll upload a video or something. If people dig it, maybe we'll do it live in the morning when I'm feeling spontaneous and drinking my strong coffee. Susie, when it gets to be summertime, I think that we're going to be sitting here shirtless regardless. It gets too hot. I'm dying right now. Okay, I got all my windows and stuff open right now. I overheat. I have severe heat intolerance. So when it's summertime, even though I got 2 AC units in my house and 5 fans, I'm still going to be sitting here with no shirt on. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, you got like 6 months. Well, I live in Michigan, so you got like 8 months until it's going to be summertime. So you got until then to figure it out. Yeah, Queen Wednesday. That's part of my work uniform. Here on the live stream. Alright everyone, please take a second to hit that like button. The more likes that we get in a short period of time, the more people the algorithm will bring into the chat to come hang out with us and see what's going on. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you hit the bell icon. That way you'll be notified every time we go live. Thank you guys for all being here. If you haven't done so, go look in the description. I have links and information and all kinds of stuff. And before you ask me questions trying to judge me or my hooligans or what's going on with the screen, or you want to explain to me the legality of stuff or any kind of goofy stuff like that, go ahead, read the description. It's going to answer all your questions, and if you got any more, you probably don't belong here. For anyone that is interested, I have PayPal and Cash App links in the description. If you would like to make donations or join the membership program to become an official hooligan, you can do so by using the super chat button located in the chat menu, clicking the join button next to the subscribe button, and I believe I have links in my description as well. Thank you guys for being here. Well, Mo, you know, that was my standard live streaming outfit, but then how would you guys know that I have this awesome Jeff Mack merch available? The link is in the description. We have all kinds of stuff: hoodies, leggings, shirts, long sleeve shirts, fanny packs. We got all the cool stuff. Definitely go check it out. I'll probably put it on the screen here in a little while, and we'll talk about it again, maybe about 30 minutes or so. But yeah, definitely go check it out. Everything's quality. I buy from the store as well. It's not like I'm just sending you off to go experience something on your own. I've purchased lots of stuff. I think almost 10 items now from them, from the people who make it and whatnot. And they do a really good job. And everything is good quality. I mean, I like it. My hoodie's a Hanes or something like that, so it's not like some generic brand or whatever that's going to shrink or fit all funny. I think everything fits good. This Jeff Mack shirt literally just came out of the dryer, and it's just a nice warm hug. So definitely go check out the merch. Link is in the description.
Somebody at Facebook took a setting off of our Facebook page for, it was almost a year, a little over a year, to where we didn't get shut off at all. Apparently, it was an update or something. Put it back to the way it was, so
Bipolar Bear, they won't ship it to Australia?
The most interesting thing I've seen. I don't know. They've watched me get run over by a van.
Malik, I don't know if you're trolling me or not. I can't sell Trump shirts. Okay? That is a lot of different legal hoops that I'm not willing to jump through. I can't legally, sell you guys Trump shirts. Sorry. Go to the Trump website and buy shirts from him. I mean, I appreciate the support and whatnot if you guys would want to buy them from me, but I just, I can't do that. One, it would make me look real biased. Two, lots of legal stuff, can't do it.
Your house is very bright.
That's awesome, Susie. I appreciate you picking one up.
Toothpick dive guy. He's funny. I will suplex
That's a good idea, Rachel.
my head onto your necks. Break your necks. You ain't bright enough to catch me and your
Paul, I'm on until we can't find anything else to stream. I mean, we stay live as long as we can. Oh, that's a good idea, Queen Wednesday. I didn't even think of that. There is pillows in the merch store, but I don't think they're body pillows. I'll look into that. That's a really good idea. I would like one of those too. Yeah, Candide, it was so windy today here in Michigan, at least on the west side of the state. Super windy. It's been windy for days. It's terrible. I don't even go outside. Go outside for what? Everybody's scared of the Rona and wearing masks and driving a car at the same time with nobody else in the vehicle. I just can't even stand people at this point.
shut me off anyhow. I lost my
Hey, I appreciate you being here every night, Bipolar Bear. I'll see what I can do about sending you merch. I don't know why they won't send to you. It makes me wonder if I would be able to send stuff to you. But send me actually, I think I have your email. I don't know. If I don't have your email, definitely email me. And we'll try and work something out. Maybe I can order it and then I'll just mail it to you. I definitely won't be able to do that all the time, but I can at least do it once and make sure you get some merch, because you're here every day, you're dedicated. I really appreciate you. Email me and we'll try and work something out.
Who was it? When we first started doing live streams and I was writing letters to bands, we had a lot of trolls that would come on here and they would, say F the police, and they would, so they made the stream sort of bad for a while until we banned about 6,000 people. But
Dawn Break, you crack me up.
Finger Death Punch, and a couple of their band members got on our live stream to watch to see what it was about. And that night the trolls were really bad, and they kept, you know, cussing at everybody and stuff like that. And they responded back and said that they didn't want to put their music on something where people were being nasty like that. So I never sent them back another letter to have them come back and check now. But when we first started, we had a lot of haters that would come on here, but we've banned just about everybody from every one of those troll pages. So, you know, every now and then we get a
Yeah, Deputy Dog, I would really like to do something cool for Christmas, especially because Christmas and New Year's is so close together. And it's really weird. You know, I was just talking about that with some friends and family of mine on the phone, how, you know, things are so much different this year than they were last year. And I don't mean just the stupid coronavirus. You know, last year I was like full blown just doing my music thing. So last year I was running a beat contest and having rappers download my beats for free and write raps and record themselves, and I picked a winner and worked with them for free. You know, and now I'm live streaming and I have a whole audience, you know, waiting to come see me every night and hang out and just be a bunch of awesome hooligans. So I really would like to put something together between Christmas and New Year's, whether we do it, you know, every night between those two. I don't know if New Year's is a holiday, but those two special days, or if we will just do something big on both days. But either way, I do want to do something special, and we'll figure it out. I'm not sure exactly what yet. You know, I've already been considering this, but then YouTube censored us, and you know, all that stuff. But I am thinking about you guys. I really appreciate you guys. I know that I'm wearing the value out of that word, but I just don't know how else to express it. I really do appreciate all you guys. I literally talk about you guys all day, every day with everyone I talk to, and they hate me for it. But it's okay because you guys mean that much to me. Bipolar Bear, I don't think I can call you. You're international. I don't think I have international calling. We'll see. I'll write down your number. We'll work something out.
We already went and had lunch in front of a drug house. That already happened tonight. Right now I'm looking over a bunch of roads to see if I see anybody walking in the shadows or riding bikes. A theme song? I have a theme song. I got a theme song. Hold on.
You know, now I think about Bipolar Bear, you're pretty brave posting your phone number in the chat like that. I'm going to Google it just in case you're trying to do something funny to me. Nobody else seen it. It got flagged. But man, that's super brave. That is super brave. How many of you guys were here the other night when we were sitting here watching this officer? I think he was sitting in the same location. And all of a sudden he turned the radio on and he was like, apple bottom jeans, like just started getting it. How many of you guys seen that? It was only for a quick moment because I had to cut it because of copyright crap. But he was getting it. We had to talk about it for a moment because it was hilarious. Normally he's singing like some form of rock. I don't want to incorrectly label it, but it was some form of rock or country, you know. And then all of a sudden he came out with Flo Rida and T-Pain. I was like, oh boy. Hey, thank you so much, Michael. I really appreciate the donation and all the support. Susie, you mean contacting the officer because his audience like wouldn't stop attacking me? Is that what you're referencing? Yeah, it was no big deal. You know, I didn't want the officer to think I was trying to make money, not that I was impersonating him, but collecting donations in the name of the department when I really wasn't, and that is what he thought. He did think that's what was going on because the people in his chat are just as ignorant as the trolls that come in here. And they were like, oh my God, this guy named Jeff Mack is stealing your live stream. And all of a sudden I'm just seeing links and all this stuff that goes to my YouTube and my Facebook and my Instagram. They're just posting all my links and they were trying to dox me. I don't know what they were trying to do. But it made the officer concerned that I was like breaking the law, and not just breaking the law, but trying to make money off his stuff, So he actually came and checked it out. And, he admitted I'm well within my rights. I'm not breaking the law. But it's not just a legal thing. He approved of it. He was like, yeah, it looks like what you guys are doing is really cool, and you can go ahead and keep doing it. So, although people thought, I've had a couple people comment, oh, that's bootlicking material and yada, yada, yada. There's nothing wrong with being a good person. Like, you want to go ahead and put a label on it. There's always room for a misunderstanding. We're all people. We're all just humans. Things happen. There is a lot of vindictive people out there. I'm sure there is people out there that are willing to, steal people's stuff. I'm not that person. You know what I mean? I'm a good person. I was trying to reach out to him, be like, hey, I'm not trying to do anything wrong. If you really don't want me to live stream you, I respect you enough to where I'm not going to, even though I legally can, and you can't even do anything about it. But that's not the point to me. The point to me is that they're going to be okay with it. And if not, I don't want to show them on my live anyway, because you know what happens? They bring me up and they talk bad about me on my own live, and I ain't going to have that. You know what I mean? So I'm just real direct. I try to be honest as much as I can. I appreciate honesty, so I try to give it in return. And I just feel like, that's what I would want. If we were on different sides, that's what I would want. I would, he's going to come look into my stuff anyway. What I'm going to do? Wait for the police to knock on my door to ask me if I'm breaking the law? Nah, I'll just reach out to him. We're going to make it straight right now because that's how I get down. You know what I mean? Hey, thanks for being here, Darkstar. Yeah, you guys got to make sure you go into my description. You find the D Live link. Click that and follow me on D Live. I know that's like an unheard of platform. Some of you have heard of it. I had never heard of it until a bunch of people told me. I had so many people tell me that it gave me confidence to go build an account because at least the people who reference me to it would at least be there on the live stream. The more people we can get on that D Live, the safer I'm going to feel about all of this. Because at any moment, we've already had a couple things happen during this live stream that are questionable. We could shut this down tonight and not be able to go live again tomorrow. So please follow me on D Live. I know that we got that King Hooligan stuff going on, but the more and more I read about it, the more and more it makes me almost want to remove that account because I don't want it to cause me issues. So definitely, go follow me on D Live. And as far as I know, the viewers can actually earn what's called lemons, but it's like credits just for viewing. And then if you wanted to donate, you could donate the credits you've earned from viewing, and that way you wouldn't even have to make donations straight out of your pocket. So that's kind of an interesting thing that they have going there. And there's a bunch of neat stuff there. And they're not going to censor us and be, assholes to us and stuff like that. As far as I can tell, they are trying to compete directly with YouTube Live. They have super chats. They have all that stuff. And it's neat. It's really neat. So definitely go check it out on D Live. We are not streaming live on D Live right now. So if you go there, it's going to say I'm not live. We're on Twitch and YouTube right now. But if YouTube goes down or, you know, whatever, we're going to be going D Live and Twitch, you know, and that's how we're going to roll from there on out. So yeah, definitely go follow me. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. I think on D Live you can use cryptocurrency. I don't know if you can use any cryptocurrency because I don't know that much about it. But yeah, you can use cryptocurrency on D Live too, as far as I know. All right, cool. Bipolar Bear, I'll write that down too. Aw, dude, my bad, Michael. I was talking. My bad. Queen Wednesday, my Twitch is, as far as I know, everything's The Great Jeff Mack. If you're trying to find me on any platform, it is yadayada.com/The Great Jeff Mack. I do it for branding purposes. That way, if you can find me here, you can find me there. Now, this YouTube, obviously, it's not. It's youtube.com/Jeff Mack. That's because I was like 16 or something when I made this YouTube. So I didn't know about branding and marketing and stuff like that. So everything else, anywhere, LinkedIn, anything you're on, if you're curious if I'm on there, just put The Great Jeff Mack after the URL. Chances are I'll be there. I have an account on damn near everything. I don't need Tinder. I got a chat. No, I'm just kidding. I don't mess with that stuff. I don't even think that stuff's real. I think Tinder gets more exposure from, you know, people making memes and making fun of it than I think Tinder's actually a real thing. I don't think online dating's a real thing. Oh, that's something they do in Canada, I guess. Online dating is a big deal in Canada. They really do live that life as far as I know. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but here in America, it just doesn't seem to work. Is that true, Ruth? The feds went over Silk Road? I didn't even think that was a thing anymore. I thought they already took that stuff down. Now I owe you a beer, Paul. How did this happen? How did this happen? How did I owe you a beer? How did that happen? Well, Charlie, did you meet your wife on Tinder? Because that's what we were talking about. So if you didn't, there's no reason for you to be so condescending. You a lie, Skywalker. Don't be saying that. I don't even know what Grindr is. I know I'm not on there. I know that.
Okay, here. Well, Steve, do it. This is how a person who's lived life, and they've learned wisdom, they learned how to, deal with things that really don't, it just doesn't matter, doesn't bother. But this is how a person with wisdom deals with something that some people think is stressful, or that basically deals with an idiot. Okay, so Steve, or here, Tammy, you can do it. Tammy is going to assume the character of an idiot. Okay, well, I need you to do, Tammy. Well, I want you to say, so this is a waste of our tax dollars. So say that. And then I'll show you how somebody with wisdom and maturity answers that question and deals with something like that. That is designed. It's designed when somebody says something like that, they're expecting a certain response, like a negative type response. But we'll show you how like a real person will deal with that. Watch. We'll see how we handle this. I'm gonna handle this, right? We gotta wait, because Tammy's assuming the position of the idiot. And then I'm gonna act like I'm a mature person. So we'll see. I'm sure she'll play along. Tammy says, "Are you a real cop? This is a perfect example of wasting my tax dollars." Oh. Yeah, yeah, it is. Sure is. Okay, so next question. What else we got? See how it didn't affect me? It had no effect whatsoever. Like, I'm still making my money right now. I'm on the clock. And the beauty is I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. This is actually what I get paid to do. But I'm not worked up. There's no negative coming from me. None. I am going to go to sleep when I get home, and I probably won't even think about it. It's just it's just calm, relax, and chill. However, the sad part is the person that's assuming the idiot of the conversation. That person's going to be bugged. They're going to be bothered. They're possibly going to even try to call and complain and say that officer was really rude, and it's going to bug them. They're going to be so upset, and they're going to be stressed that they were called out, and they're going to be stressed because they didn't get the negative reaction that they wanted, because they put it out there for a reaction, but they didn't get it. So anyway, that's how you do it, guys. It's very easy. All you have to do is you got to remember this. If that person who's commenting to you, whoever it is, if they're commenting and they're trying to be negative towards you, and say you live here, you live in Logan, okay, and that person is from Cleveland, and they're trying to work your buttons, they're saying stuff, they're saying stuff to get you mad. And then what you gotta remember is this: when you wake up and you don't open up a computer, you don't go to Facebook or anything else, you just wake up. You eat your breakfast, you go outside, you look at the day, you say hi to people around you. You go to a store, you say hi to people there, you smile, you get a drink of water, whatever. You exist in Logan. You're in Logan. You exist here. Once you realize that, you'll start to understand that this person who's up in Cleveland, they got no control over you whatsoever. and they shouldn't have any control over your brain. You shouldn't be stressed about them. You should care less what they think about you. Who cares? You'll never see them. You'll never see them. So you just gotta let that stuff just roll off. Let the troll be the troll. If they want to exist in their little idiot world, let them exist there. But don't give them the reactions they want. Don't argue with them. You just give them something back, like something simple like that, like, hey man, you're wasting my tax dollars. Yeah, I am. Cool. Okay, what's the next question?
No, this cop cannot see our comments. If you really want to write to him, and all they'll do is ban you. You say something stupid over there, they're just going to kick you out. I mean, it's a cop, okay? Like, he's a real cop. So you want to go over there and say something smart, you can go ahead. The source is right under where you see me on the screen. So if you really want to go over there and let him read your comments, you can go ahead and do that, because he will. He spoke to me through the comment section. You can go ahead and try that, but if you're going to act like how you've been acting over here, I don't know.
Don't worry about what happened an hour ago. Don't worry about what happened 3 years ago, because what happened 3 years ago has no effect on you right now. Don't worry about, hey, I'm going to get the virus in 2 weeks, or I could get it in the future. Don't worry about that, because your mind is making up something that you may get, but then you may not get it. But then you're worried about it, and now your brain is making you change your existence right now because of fear of something that you have no idea is going to happen. You gotta learn to live in now. Live in now. Be kind to people. Be nice. Be respectful of everybody. Don't be a butthead. And you're gonna find you're gonna be so much more happy. You're gonna be happy. And you just can't let people that don't matter to you stress you out. That's the biggest thing. Somebody wants to come on this live stream and try to get me worked up. It's not going to work. But,
Paul, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I think people need to get that kind of aggression out so they can stop fighting with each other over wearing a stupid mask and all that other dumb stuff. And it's fine. People believe whatever they want to believe, and I'm not here to tell them they can't. You think that mask is going to save you? Wear it. I'm not going to say nothing to you for wearing that mask. But don't go tell me to wear a mask. Especially, man, when I started this live chat, people were asking me why I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not wearing a mask because I'm sitting in my living room, and there ain't nobody else here. I'm just sick of my damn self. I got to sit here in my living room with a mask on because I'm just sick of myself. That's what I think when I see people driving with masks and there ain't no one else in the car. I'm like, you see that guy? He's just sick of himself. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. And I think it's real funny that nobody talks about, how filthy your mask is, right? You're breathing in your mask. Your mouth is the dirtiest part of your body because of all the bacteria. Plus, you might have the COVID. You're breathing in that mask and spitting in that mask and snotting in that mask. And then what do? Stick it in your pocket? Do you set it on the table? Do you take it off using your hands? Do you wash your hands before and after touching it? Are you an expert on germs? No, you're probably not. And you probably do all that stuff. So you're spreading those germs everywhere and you're killing everybody anyway. So come on now.
that is when you can just look at them and it's not even worth arguing with them. You're just like, yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah. And then you go on about your business and they end up getting hit by a truck because you told them to look both ways before crossing the street, and they said, I don't have to look both ways because I'm the pedestrian, I have the right of way. So, you could argue with them over the safety of it. You can be like, no, dude, you need to. Even if you're in a crosswalk, it doesn't matter if it says walk. Look. And they'll be like, no, I ain't going to do it. And you can argue about this and argue until you get stressed out. Or you can just go, yeah, go ahead, go do it. You be you, man. And then you turn around and 5 minutes later, they're flattened like a pancake. And you're like, yeah, you did it your way all the way to the grave. And you just don't let that bother you. Okay? You can offer people good advice. You offer it to them once. And then if they are arguing and you give it a little bit of more of an explanation and they still want to argue, you just go, okay, yeah, fine. Do it your way, man.
I saw somebody said, never eat garlic from wearing a mask. You know what's really bad? And I was doing this at work. You know, you got to wear a mask at work and all that stuff. You know, it's whatever, saving your coworkers and whatever. You slam one of those monsters on your 10-minute break, and you put that mask and your safety glasses and crap on, and then you walk into the line, and you're like, you didn't slam the monster, right? You got a burp. You mess around and mace your eyeballs, like just, draw tears, and so you can't see. It's all foggy. All of a sudden, you feel like a protester. You think you just got flash banged. You're like, oh, damn, is it tear gas? Like, it's, Lord, wearing a mask will hurt you.
Why, you forgot to shut your garage door. You got a bunch of nice stuff in there.
I'm sure everyone here in the chat has had to wear a mask at some point in time because of this COVID stuff. What is the worst thing that you have eaten or drank, or however the proper way I should say that? You guys can go ahead and take a moment to just correct me on my poor grammar, but what is something that you have eaten or you've drank and you just really regretted it once you put your mask on? Jesus loves this Skywalker. That's rough.
I'm not gonna tell you which house, but there's a house that I'm really close to, and a while back, he doesn't work for us anymore, but
Red Pill, are you calling me names, or is that something you ate before you wore a mask? And if so, I can't imagine regretting it, but I mean, it's up to the pH. Is that too much? Never mind.
He was nasty to me sometimes, and I thought, what a greater day to get rode up. So I figured I was gonna get rode up that day, or get a day off, whatever. I needed a vacation day, so I needed to do something to express myself that I was displeased with something that had happened, and so I laid a patch in his driveway. He never said a word to me about it. Never said a word. I mean, and it was a big black patch all the way out of his driveway. I didn't even get called in. I was like, come on. And I had my lieutenant with me, not Byron, but another one. I had my lieutenant with me in the passenger seat at the time. No. He's like, what the heck is wrong with you? But he said it in different words, like he was yelling at me. And I looked at him and I said, you're in charge of me. Good times. Yeah, those were good days. Long? Oh, God. Many, many, many moons have passed since that day.
What does that mean, bipolar bear? I don't know if I'm reading that correctly. Maybe my mind's in the gutter, but that sounds rough. I gotta be reading that wrong. There's no way that you mean it the way that I'm taking it.
You wouldn't be arrested for it. You just get a ticket for unnecessary motor vehicle noise or peeling and squealing. You can get it for peeling and squealing. Is this live? No, it's not live. Am I a cop? No, I'm not a cop. Somebody's getting rid of a dryer. If anybody wants a dryer, there's one in Logan sitting on the curb. Why is my fan coming on like that in my car?
Volkfire? I don't need to Google that word. I know what that word is. Go to Google video and type that in and see what you find. Paul, that's terrible. That makes me want to go brush my teeth right now. Like, goodness. I don't think I can show that in the chat.
Like, stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice is back, a brand new invention, something.
All right, guys, lighten up. Can't have the chat getting out of hand. YouTube's gonna kick us off there and be like, you can't be talking about cream pies during the live stream. God damn it. You don't know what that is, Susie? You just gotta Google it. You're only gonna need to do it one time. Paul, I don't really like candy. I don't know if maybe that's a slang question and you're asking me something else, but I don't really like candy. Never really liked candy, even when I was a kid. I just don't. I don't. I usually trade it for something else when I was younger. Get candy or something, trade it for your pencil box, the shoes you're wearing, your hoodie, you know, because kids are kids. How bad you want that candy? That's how I was when I was younger. When I was in high school, I used to sell condoms to all my friends because they were too scared to go buy them at the store. So I'd go buy them and I'd come back and sell them $5 a pop. I used to sell cigarettes like that too. Back when I was in high school and I was a minor, right? Go have somebody purchase it, come back, hang out, sell cigarettes to all my friends, $5 a pop. It's just the way I am. I like making money. That's, you know, it's my goal. That's my goal. Bipolar Bear, you can't be writing stuff like that. You keep writing that stuff and they're gonna ban us. YouTube does, like, they don't monitor the chat, but they do review the chat. The chat is actually recorded in the live. So when this live's over with, you can go back and watch it and it will feel like it's live because you will still see all the comments rolling in the time they were recorded.
In the sunlight, light's bad for the Rona. Just like a gremlin. So, you know, we're all just trying to be careful. We're all just trying to live.
Yeah, I can disable the chat, but the problem is if you're watching this live when it's not live anymore, like this, whatever, old live stream when it's old, when I speak, if you can't read the chat and I'm like, oh yeah, Susie, that's a great idea, right? And then you go like, who the hell is Susie? Because there's no chat. So that's why it's recorded. Oh, no doubt. No doubt Big Brother's watching me. You have no idea. I got 3 phones, 6 Wi-Fi cameras, not including the cameras I have connected to my computer that run live all the time. I have 3 Google units, like the Google Home units or whatever. Like, Big Brother's not only watching me, he's listening to me. He knows what my Google search history looks like. Yeah, Big Brother knows everything about me. Yeah, if they wanted to come get me, they would. There's no doubt.
Pay for. Needle in a haystack, diamond in a rough. Who's on every battleground just to sing love? 'Cause 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you learned something, Queen Wednesday? Do you see why I'm so skeptical when people are telling me to go Google stuff?
And every time you're around me, I fall. Over heels again, baby, just call. We'll live in the silver lining, single drop in the sea. Yeah, it is a sweeper. If anybody needs a sweeper, it's on the curb. Breathing for each other, believe in things that cannot be seen. It's like, come on, man. Alabaster box. When I weren't easy. Everything that I've got goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Baby, just 4. My heart skips beats. Breathe. And every time you're around me, I fall. Again, baby, just come. Oh my gosh, are you guys talking about the BLM movement? Come on. Grow up, people. Every time you think about you. Do I patrol the same streets? No, sometimes our streets change.
Yeah, fat cats, that's for sure. You know, so what you do in that situation is you stare right into the camera. That's what you do. Just in case your agent that's been assigned to you is watching you while you're doing what you got to do in a day, right? You're trying to get that dopamine. You just stare it right in the camera and then just kind of grin at them like, bitch, I know you're there. You see this? Mm-hmm. Bad advice. It's just bad advice.
Are still here. They haven't changed much. So yeah, for like 24 years, I've been roaming around these streets.
Bipolar Bear, I'm not trying to get rid of my history. I don't care if they look up my search history. They're gonna know more about me than they ever wanted to know.
How did this happen? And then
What do you mean, Metal Orange? You're not banned?
Somebody built some houses and made a road, and then everything's back to normal. And then that road becomes a permanent road, and it's like it grows. And you're like, man, this town is bigger than it was when I started. So mostly the same streets, but sometimes not. That's where I'm going with that one. That was a good question. Thanks for asking. Yes, and if you're new to this, I am sarcastic by nature. You do become a little bit sarcastic if you're a police officer.
Deputy Dog. No, he doesn't take song requests, actually. He mentioned to me that all the music that is played during his live stream is from bands that he personally reached out to get permission to live stream it. And he said that his live streams are actually taken down by Facebook, but then they're eventually unlocked because he does have the right to play the music. So I don't think he takes song requests, and I know you didn't mean that seriously, but it's just something interesting I learned while interacting with a cop.
These questions, missed my alarm and slept in. How come our number of population keeps going down? Like last year.
Dawnbreak, when I was in his live chat, it had just started. He had shut it down because we were live streaming him or whatever. And I didn't know I was actually talking at the time. And then all of a sudden it cut out and we ended the live. And then afterwards, I started getting attacked by 40 or 50 people or whatever. People writing me in my DMs and whatever, saying hateful stuff to me. Which in all reality, you know, I don't know if he's thought about this, but for his audience to come harass me like that, it's an extension of him. I mean, I probably could sue the department if I wanted to. I don't want to because I don't care that much. But yeah, it was interesting, especially because it was like 4 a.m. here, and I'm like, half asleep. But I don't remember how many people were in his chat because it had just started, and I was on a mission to make things right, so I didn't really notice. Obviously, right now he's got 292 people. He's got more people in the chat than we do.
Battery. What's this? That's another battery. What's that? It's a lighter. I don't even smoke.
Hey, thank you, Kelly.
That's a glass cleaner. I know I had a Rolade in here. What the hell is it? Oh my gosh! That is an oatmeal cream pie. That's gotta be old. How long has that been in this beloved thing? Oh my gosh, that's been in my bag forever, and it's open. What the hell?
Walmart. Target's where all the protesters are. Oh,
It was in my bag. I just found this in my bag, open, but it's still really, really soft, and I'm sure that that's not. It even looks like it's missing piece of it. Okay, well that's got a good.
Well, he tricked me. He flipped his camera around, but it's not mirrored anymore. So the pew pew sticks are now on the other side of the screen. And I'm not able to, I can't show it because they'll censor the stupid channel again. Like, what a bunch of malarkey. It's just a bunch of malarkey. Dang it. Give me a second. I'll work something out here.
Shotgun shell. Earplugs. I don't think I'm not gonna find it, guys. Oh, anti-fog for my glasses. Another set of earplugs.
Susie, I'm not sure how you're watching this, but on a phone, the chat is on the left side. So the reason that I don't even know what to call it. It's not a picture. The reason you can see me in the lower right-hand corner is because if you're on a phone, then I'm not in the middle of the chat. So I'm not sure. If I move myself on the left side of the screen, most viewers are not going to be able to see me because they're going to be typing over my face, basically. Hey, what's up, Dave?
All right, now let's roll. Let's roll, guys. Let's do this. My steering wheel switched sides.
So right before I cut out, it did look like he was breaking up weed. He wasn't. He found an old oatmeal cookie and then he just ate it. Let's see if he survives it. Everybody's worried about Rona. He just ate a 5-year-old oatmeal cookie.
Person that I can blame when you desert me. Cated inside, so stop watching. I'm not coming to the door, so stop knocking. Stop knocking, I'm trapped here. Oh my goodness. Because I've been dealing with this ever since. Leave, but it's obvious he never did. He must have picked a room and got comfortable and settled in. It's either sit here and let him win, put him back outside where he came from, but I never can. In order to do that, I'd have to open the doors. Me or the fear talking, I don't know anymore. What are you doing? Why are you parked so close to my beloved police department? You're freaking me out, dude. What are you? What are you doing? Why are you so close? You're freaking me out, man. Hi. How are you? Hello? Okay. Alright. Okay. When did I become so alone? When did I lose myself? All the words.
Hey, what's up, Scene?
I see a person up here. I bet you he disappeared. Bet you he disappears. Where is the real me? I'm lost and it kills me. Inside, I'm paralyzed.
Oh, thank you so much, Desert Sunset. You just totally reminded me. I think it's hilarious that you guys really thought that was a picture of me on that post. I don't know how many of you seen it. Hold on a second. There. I don't know how many of you guys seen it, but I made a post. I don't remember what I wrote on it. It's the last post on the community tab. If you go to the whatever, my page here on YouTube, I made a post saying stuff, and then below it I posted a meme of a guy holding a possum, but the quote above the meme said something like, my favorite hobbies is to smoke weed and rescue stray kitties, or something like that, but it's not a kitty, it's a possum. A lot of people thought that was a photo of me, and it's not, and that blew my mind. You guys stare at me every day. I just was blown away at the amount of people who really thought it was me. Now, I thought it was funny, but it was surprising how many people actually thought that was me. And no, that's not my kitty. It's not my kitty. Nah, I don't mess with possums. I hadn't seen some possums. I had a coonie once. I had a little baby raccoon. I got a picture. Actually, I should find the picture and put it on the screen. You're not even going to believe it's me. I'm all bald-headed and stuff. Yeah, raccoons are pretty cool, but in Michigan, you're not supposed to keep raccoons and stuff. You can't have that. So we had to let the coonie go. He was a nice little coonie. Coonies are funny because, did they do it to us again? Just a moment. Just a moment. I'm going to see if this guy cut the live feed on purpose or if somebody else said some dumb stuff. Anyways, what I was going to say was coonies are funny because raccoons think they're cats, but cats don't like them, right? So they try and hang out with cats, and then the cats tag them a couple times, and they get all mad. And when they eat, even if you give them cat food or whatever, you give them food, they'll look right at you while like using their hands to try and like sneak the food while staring at you, and then they'll take it and run. Like, they're always guilty. They're guilty at all times. Coonies are so funny. I'd rather have a coonie than a cat. Possums are not funny though. Not at all. They're nasty little things. Yeah, I guess they do good things, but yeah, they're nasty little creatures. They're just ugly. They hiss at you. They don't want to be your friend, and well, forget that nonsense. Just a moment. I'm gonna see what's going on with this officer's live feed, and if he's done, we'll find something else, and if not, I don't know, I'll sing you a song or something. All right. Well, good news. It's not trouble in paradise. Like I said, the officer gave me permission, even though I didn't necessarily need it. But I like to be respectful because I don't hate other Americans like people who are playing red team, blue team right now. That stuff is crazy. But anyways, I wanted to make sure that, some more goofy stuff didn't happen or whatever. He hit the 4-hour mark. So they shut his live down. That's how it works. But I'm pretty sure I just found a high-speed chase. Stolen car, most likely. We're going to check that out. Just give me a second. I was just kidding about singing. Y'all don't want to hear me sing. I know I do music and stuff, but I'm a rapper because I can't sing. Not that being a rapper doesn't include hard work and stuff. Rap right now sucks. You ain't got to tell me. I know it sucks. Okay, I didn't grow up listening to this stuff. The rap that I make, you guys are free to feel however you want to feel, but I think it's a lot better than, the rap music that's out there. But you definitely don't want to hear me sing. No, you don't. You don't. You could be like, good Lord, unsubscribe, out of there. Then you're going to go tell Uncle Salty Cracker, you be like, I heard Jeff Mack singing and he broke my eardrums. Just a second. I'm going to get something on the screen. Yeah, hooligans. Paul, it would probably be whiskey over beer. Just a second, guys. I'll figure out what else is going on. Put something on the screen. Just a moment. I found something that is Leatherface strange. We're not going to sit here and watch a whole bunch of it because I don't want nothing to do with this person by the looks of him. But there's just no way that I can just walk past this without showing it to all my hooligans. Just a moment.
No.
Now, I don't know what he's talking about because it's muted, but I scrolled past him when we were getting ready to go live. And he was gluing something on his face. And as I scrolled away, I realized that I think he glued fake eyelashes on his face. And I just don't know what else to say about it. Just strange, but we're going to keep it moving just a moment. He wants attention, I'm sure. I don't want to give him that much attention, but good Lord. All right, everyone. There isn't really anything else going on, but I do have a picture of me and my Cooney, if you would like to see it. It is misleading. It says 2 years ago. It is way more than 2 years old, but I'm bald-headed. I look like a little kid. I couldn't even grow facial hair, but it's me and the young Cooney, and that's pretty much all I got before we end it. So who wants to see me and the young Cooney? Me and young Cooney Johnson. That is me and little baby young Cooney Johnson. That was my little baby raccoon. He was a funny little guy, but he got real big and real fat real fast. And then he went and waddled off somewhere, and I had to let him go because I couldn't keep him. It just wasn't legal. Yeah. Just, I don't know. They're like kitties. They're like kitties. Oh, you'll find it offensive. It's just it's just a little baby Cooney. Come on now. There's no reason to be offended. I look rough. I was actually like super drunk, but never mind that. It's a different life. It was a different life. Jason Bourne. I can't even remember what that's from. Bourne Identity stuff. I don't know enough about it to understand the reference. Yeah, I don't know. It's a young Cooney. Anyways, thought that would be really funny. So yeah, that's it. There's nothing else going on. I was checking the live stream, so unless you want to watch somebody else playing video games, and I really don't, there isn't anything else going on. So please make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon. That way you'll be notified the next time we go live. Thank you guys so much for being here. Big shout out to everyone who's made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. You know, thank you guys so much. Actually, let's show the merch really quick. Let's do that, because I didn't even do that, and the merch is so cool. Let's show the merch really quick, and then we'll call it a night. All right, guys. All right. So this is the merch store. The link is in the description, but I'm also going to post it in the chat. This is all the stuff that we have so far. A bunch of Jeff Mack gear. Those yellow shirts are Kyle related if you would like to check that out. Then we're moving into the Hooligan stuff. As I've been saying, I have more Hooligan stuff coming. Somebody mentioned body pillows. I really want to look into that. There is pillows on here. I think they're expensive. I don't have a lot of control over the way it's priced. I don't make hardly anything from these purchases, but it's not about that to me. It's not about, you know, making money from merch. It's more about you guys rocking the brand and stuff, and it's awesome. So many of you have purchased stuff, and it's really awesome. Yeah, I know some of the stuff's expensive. I've had you guys, you know, write me and stuff, and I would do something about it if I had a little bit more control over it, but I don't. So I know that's unfortunate, but definitely go check it out. Not everything's expensive. Like I said, I've bought lots of stuff, the shirts and stuff. I think everything is, you know, pretty affordable. But I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the support. You know, I just appreciate you guys being here. You guys are the best hooligans ever. Right? Best hooligans I could ask for. So with that, I'm going to post the link. Bam. There's the link. Let's post it a couple times just in case people don't see it, because that happens. I don't know why it happens, but it does. So thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are awesome. Sorry there wasn't a whole lot going on tonight. Not much I could do about it, but go live and hang out with all of you. I will see you all tomorrow, no matter what. And I think I might have to get up and get live early, depending on what's going on, just because there was a lot of stuff we missed earlier today. You know, they were talking about the president, in the recount, and I think there was actually, I don't know if it was a protest or a rally or something earlier, but you know, we really got to get that stuff on the screen. So maybe we'll go live early tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all for being the greatest hooligans ever, having a good conversation as always. Appreciate all the support. Everybody that made donations, everybody that joined the membership program and purchased merch. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the reason I'm able to do this every day. You know, you're what's keeping the channel going. So thank you guys so much. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night.